Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing if you do after this video. It's a Tuesday night. Am I right? Is it Tuesday? I feel like today, no, it's Wednesday. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But yeah, it's Wednesday. And I just felt like doing a video. Reason being, my friend Gabby is new to makeup and we were like looking for beginner makeup tools and application videos for her. So it kind of led me to think that yeah, I need to make a video on beginner tools, right? So let me start by saying this is a no judgment zone. I do own a lot of brushes. They're not high-end brushes. I don't think I've paid more, I want to say, than $20, and that's for a set, not just one individual brush. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my favorite brands, and then we'll dive into my like everyday makeup brushes. I'm trying to keep it max like 2 per thing that they do, so it's not too overwhelming. But first things first, when I've only been seriously into makeup since last March, but my brush collection went from one brush that belonged to my mama. You couldn't tell, it was like a powder brush, but you couldn't tell, actually it was like a blush brush, and you couldn't tell anymore because it was so old and the wording was like not on there. But the first brand that I found out about and got brushes from was BH from Elf. So Elf has a few collections. This is like their more basic one, and sorry, I'm sitting on the floor, so there's like brushes everywhere, but this is like their more basic ones, because most of these eye brushes, the eyebrow brush and all of that, most of these are $1. I think the bigger ones are like maybe $2-3, but they serve their purpose. They're really good for beginners, so yeah, definitely look at them. Then they have their like studio line, which are these black ones. I have a couple eye brushes from them and then a few face brushes from them. Again, pretty good, and the price range is like between $2 and $6. So another brand that I'm like super gung-ho about and I really love is, and forgive me guys, this was just like impromptu. I decided to do a video, so some of these are like dirty because I use them. I use my brushes, so sorry that they're not squeaky clean for you guys to see. But Wet n Wild does have makeup brushes. You can buy them online. You can find them at Dollar Tree, which a lot of these are from Dollar Tree, and these things is good. Okay, this is one of my favorite eyeshadow blending brushes, and it's the Wet n Wild crease brush. Their eyeshadow brushes are wonderful for packing on color, and then they have like detailing brushes. The fan brush I had to get online because I couldn't find it anywhere, and let me be honest with you guys, I don't use it most of the time. So, but yeah, great beginner brushes, especially because you can spend $5 and get 5 different brushes. So nice thing to look at. What else do I have? I have Eco Tools. There's more of them around, but these are the ones that I grabbed. Most of these have been found at like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and that type of thing because they're more cost effective. But Eco Tools is in pharmacies and TJ and Target. So this was my most recent buy, and it was like $4. And this is their Wonder Impact Shadow brush, and I think I got this from Ulta, but it's like perfect for carving out contour of your nose. So yeah, check them out. And then I also have Real Techniques brushes, and if you guys don't know about Real Techniques brushes, like, they're everything. They're on the more costly side though out of all the ones that I've talked about, because like this huge powder brush, like guys, it's huge, it's super soft, it's amazing, but it's like $8 or $9 for the single brush. It came by itself. The blush brush, also wonderful. This thing is big, it's super soft. I love these two, but this one was also like $8 by itself. The rest of them came in sets, so you get a little bit more bang for your buck, but again, between $8 to $10 for the set. So that's that. Can't forget my babies. My Moda, these are from Moda prismatic brushes is what they're called, and this set of 4 came from Walmart. They're 16 bucks, but these are amaze balls for blending out your foundation. You can use smaller ones for like your contour, or sometimes I use it to blend out concealer. I'm over here bugging. So yeah, those are amazing. Highly recommend them. Really like them. What else? My biggest go-to brands, I think, for beginner makeup, not even, it doesn't have to just be beginner, but if you are like new to makeup and you want to try something out, or you've never heard of this brand and you're like, okay, let me see what they're about, BH Cosmetics. It's an online website where they have brushes, they have foundation, they have everything. I'm thinking about doing a BH Cosmetics full face. So let me know in the comments down below if you're interested in that, because I do have their foundation, concealer, like I have eyeshadow palettes, like I have everything, pretty much. Not everything, but most of the makeup items that you would need to create a full look from BH. So from BH, I OD because I have 3 different sets of brushes from them, right? I like them that much, guys. So this one is their Carnival set, and it came with 12 brushes. I think 5 for like your face, and then 7 for your eyes. Love them. Have had no issues with shedding. I think I paid like $12, $13 for the set. Freaking amazing. I love it. And it also has this huge powder brush, which is super soft. They're wonderful. Then I wanted more eye brushes so that I could do more eye looks, and I got their 7-piece eye essential pack, and I think I paid $10 for these, but you get 7 brushes. Don't mind Mason. So it's like a bang for your buck, and their blending brushes like are legit. I love them. And finally, I have yet to use these, guys. They are just in my beauty room like for display, but they're so freaking soft and amazing. I paid like 20 bucks for these, I think. These are the It's My Ray Ray brushes that go with her eyeshadow palette. But like, guys, they're like a rose gold ferrule, I think this thing is called. Super soft. I'm like, I have them up for display right now, but it's like, Julie, you gotta use them because they look like they're gonna be amazing. And if they're from BH, I feel like they pop. But anyways, let me get started. So I'm gonna go in the order of how I do my makeup. And don't mind me, guys, I told you I'm very simple. Yeah, you see my backdrop? It's my floor. I'm sitting on the floor and it's my wall. Okay. I'm gonna try to go through this a little bit like on the fast side before Mason is like, Mommy. So let's see how this goes. So first thing that I do in my routine is foundation. Oh, I forgot to mention these bad boys. Disregard this. This is the one that I've been using this week, but you can't not mention beauty sponges, right? So I have quite a few. I don't have a beauty blender. I'm not paying no $20 for a piece of sponge to put some stuff on my face. Like, that's just not me. If that's if you have a beauty blender and you swear by it, kudos to you. I can't bring myself to spend $20 on a makeup sponge. So instead, I have the one that they consider the biggest dupe for the beauty blender, the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. This I bought in a 2-pack at Walmart for like 10 bucks. The other one ripped when I washed it, so this one has yet to be used. This is the L'Oreal Infallible one. Super squishy. It's everything. Love it. This is a new one that came out for Maybelline a couple months ago. Do y'all see that little edge? It's like perfect for concealer. But this is like $6 at Walmart. The L'Oreal one is like $7 or $8. Amazing, super squishy, and it gets really big. This one is the Morphe like sculpting one for your contour. Love it. It's awesome. It was so good that I decided to purchase the other Morphe one that looks like the L'Oreal one. So this is the Flawless beauty sponge. I have yet to try it. You see it's still in the packaging. So I'll be trying that out probably tomorrow when I do my makeup. But yeah, on a typical day, I am putting my foundation on with a beauty blender, right? So you run these underwater, you squish them to get the water out, and then you like can put your foundation on with your fingers, and then you're just gonna bounce it in to blend it out. Pretty easy, pretty standard and simple. But in case you don't have a beauty blender or you don't feel like you're a beauty sponge type of person, because I wasn't for a while, there's also brushes. So my one suggestion would be the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. It's thick, it's super soft, but it's perfect for blending out foundation. If not, and you want to get the Moda set, this is perfect and huge for blending out your foundation. So they're both like options. Of course, this one is gonna cost you $16, but it comes in a set of 4. This one I want to say is about $6. So if you guys can hear Mason in the bathroom, and well, he is in the bathroom. Bathroom's across the hall, so I can see him. He's in the bathtub playing with his toys. So after I put my foundation on, I move on to concealer. And again, I'm typically doing that with a beauty blender or like the applicator that comes on my concealer, and then blending out with a beauty sponge. If not, I am using a smaller Moda brush, which is pretty good for just getting under that eye and blending everything out. So this one's a good one too for that. And again, if you purchase the Moda set, like they'll come in a set, so you'll have a couple. What else would I use for concealer if I had to? I think like that's it. If not, I would use like just my finger to pat it out. And then to set it, again, if I'm not using a beauty sponge, I'm using my Real Techniques setting brush. This one came in a set. It was these 3 brushes, a sculpting brush, a fan brush, and then the setting brush. But this is like perfect for dipping in your translucent powder or banana powder, whatever powder you're using to set under your eye, and just dab. It's perfect. It's a setting brush, so that's what it's meant to do. And it's pretty good. Next, I guess if I'm doing contour, or sometimes I'll do contour, sometimes I won't. But if I'm setting my face, I need a powder brush. So these are my 2 favorite powder brushes. This one is from the Carnival set from BH, and this is the Real Techniques powder brush. This one kind of has like a little slant to it, but they're both huge and both super soft. And my powder of choice for setting my entire face is the Maybelline Loose setting, the Maybelline Loose powder, right? So like I'll put some on the lid and dip into it, and then kind of tap off the excess and blend everything out so that my foundation is set and isn't going anywhere. But yeah, these 2 great brushes. So then contour. Let's say you want to contour. Lately I've been fully like using my LA Girl Pro concealer in a darker shade and kind of putting it on, and then blending it out with a beauty sponge. But if I'm using a powder formula, I would be using the Real Techniques contour brush. It's like the perfect size to see and blend it out. It's popping. Then if I'm doing bronzer, which is another form of like, you know, putting color back in your face, I found this blending and bronzing brush from Real Techniques. I found this one for $4 at a TJ Maxx, and it's like a stipple brush material, not material, but like shape, because stipple brushes are dual fibers, so they have like a different fiber at the top. This brush is like that, and it's perfect for just kind of blending out the perimeter of your face and giving you that extra like tanned look. So I love it. You could see it's not really this color, guys. It's like a beige color, but it's dirty. So moving on. So now if I'm doing, okay, so for blush, I have 2 different brushes. This one is a Wet n Wild one, and Wet n Wild brushes are white and pink. Hi, say hi.
Hi, to what?
That's wet?
Wet.
It's not wet. It's a brush.
Brush.
It's mommy's brush?
Brush.
So why are you touching it?
Brush.
Thank you. So don't touch it? Mason, don't touch it? Good job. Good job. What's this? A bear?
Bear.
Okay, so back to our regularly scheduled programming. Yeah, like I said, the Wet n Wild blush brush. As you can see, mine gets used, which is why it's super pink right now. Okay, shh, mommy's talking. And if not, my other favorite is the Real Techniques blush brush because it's just huge and it's perfect for getting your cheeks all rosy. Then for highlight brushes, I have two. The e.l.f. one, which was like $3, I want to say $3 or $4, and then the BH Cosmetics one, that came from the Carnival collection. They're both perfect for getting that glow popping. So I switch back and forth between the two of these. I have two fan brushes actually, guys, and I don't use neither one. This one came in a set. Stop that. Don't touch it. This one came in a set, and this one I bought because I just thought it was cute, probably. So when it comes to eye brushes, I'm trying to keep it simple because as a beginner, you can kind of get overwhelmed with too many brushes at once. And I feel like I threw a lot at you. Okay, stop it. So let's see. So let's start with eyebrows, right? For eyebrows, you'll need like a spoolie to brush your eyebrows out. And I just got this one today, actually. Yesterday? One of these days. Where did I find this? Walmart. I feel like it was at Walmart. Yeah, the e.l.f. Lash Wand. It's super soft, really like it. So yeah, you're gonna brush your eyebrows out and then fill them in. And then if you want to conceal and like clean them up underneath or on top, I really like the e.l.f. concealer brush. Mine is dirty, but it's like perfect for like if you, I use my Maybelline concealer a lot of the time, put it on there and then blend it down and use it as an eye primer before my eyeshadows, and it works great. Then you'll need a blending brush, right? So I have 3 different options. These 2 came in the Carnival set from BH, so I'm not promoting like BH, even though y'all could sponsor me, BH, I'm down for it. But these came in the set, so like it's just easier to get a set from BH and you're good, you have all your brushes. But they're both setting brushes. This one is dirty. Setting brushes. They're both blending brushes, so you're gonna use that in your crease to have like a shade to divide your skin tone and your eyeshadow, right? Because it's called the transition shade, so you need to transition from your skin tone to these eyeshadows that you're gonna be blending out. If you don't, it looks kind of weird, but ultimately the point of blending in eyeshadow is to have like a gradient effect and to make your eyeshadow really defined here, but then up here it's blended out. So these are perfect for that. My other favorite is the Wet n Wild blending brush, and this you can find for $1 at Dollar Tree. So I have 2 of them. I might end up with like 5 because if you're using different colors, you don't want to blend the colors. So not blend the colors, but you don't want to dip your brush into the same colors. So you're gonna need a few of these. I would say like in a basic look for work, I'm using 2 blending brushes. If I'm getting more detailed, sometimes it's up to 4. It just depends. Can you not? I have 2 brushes actually that I like for packing out in color. One is from One is from the BH Cosmetics set. This one to just pack, like most of the time when you're packing colors, we're talking about shimmers because you're not gonna put shimmer in your crease, and he knows what I'm talking about. Apparently he's seen me do this so many times. So yeah, so you're gonna pack the shimmer colors on top of your lid. The other brush that I like for this is the Wet n Wild small eyeshadow brush, which is also perfect, and this one is a little thicker, like in like the bristles. I don't know, it's weird, but it's thicker. So I choose this a lot of the times over this. And this was $1, so I have about 3 of those. And then, like, to do a little detailing, I know I have one from the BH set, but you need a detail brush, right? To get in that inner corner highlight, or if you're gonna blend out some color on your lower lash line, you need this. And this was like $1 from the e.l.f. set. Well, not from the e.l.f. set, but e.l.f. brushes. So let's say you don't want to carry all these brushes, right? It's just too much for you. Bam, I got a solution, sis. The Tools Eyeshadow Set. Stop touching. It's 2 brushes, but it serves 4 different purposes. Yes. What? My video. So it serves 4 purposes, really. So this one is a defining brush, so you can use it to define your brows when you're filling them in. It's perfect for that. On the top of that one, it has a shader brush, so perfect for packing on color on your lid. Then the other brush has your blending brush on one side, and they're super soft. And then on this side, it has a smudge brush, so if you want to smudge color on your lower lash line. This set brings the 2 brushes, and it's like, I want to say between $5 and $7. So it really does give you a bang for your buck. If I'm traveling, honestly, guys, I don't know where I put it. I feel like it's in here. No, it's not. I told you guys I'm sitting on the floor, so I'm next to my Alex drawer. But as if you didn't hear me talk about BH enough, okay, throughout this video, one time I made an order, and BH is good for having sales or for sending you like a gift with your order. Stop. Or sending you a gift with your order. So they sent me, you open it up like this. It's a travel brush set. You see that? It's so cute. So they're mini. So it brings a small blending brush, a small shading brush, a pencil brush to get into that inner corner and add some detailing, and a detailer brush. So it's like perfect, but then, you know, I'm extra, so I'll just, for my eyes at least, if I'm going somewhere, I will pack this up and throw these in there and call it a day. I'm good for my eyes, and then I just have to worry about brushes for my face. But that was my video. I hope you guys learned something. Please comment down below. Sorry that you can hear Cole and Malcolm just got home. Please comment down below if you want like a tutorial, a beginner tutorial using my makeup brushes, so you guys can get an idea of how I actually use them and not just me telling you. Sorry, my child is moving and knocking my life over, as you can see. But yeah, and I also will have a video coming up shortly because I realized that I got a whole bunch of new makeup and didn't tell you guys about it. So tune in for that. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and like. See you guys later.